Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you... No. Wait. Maybe she pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber. No, but...
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious...
Well, here they come. Motion to compel. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Your speed of light. With sword comes shadow.
To arms!
Incoming.
Attack!
Don't blink.
Take the target alive! Lithic Triad!
Time for your arraignment. Incoming. Cut to the chase. Speed of light.
Bastard! Who goes there? Attack!
Incinerate! Loba, get them! Boom, boom!
Take the target alive!
Incoming! Hey! Don't blink! Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have...
Who are you calling strange? You want to go... We're invited guests, here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh!
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guest.
Wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich...
The Guizhong Ballista and Tian... These Millilith are just here to guard the scene.
So this was all a misunderstanding.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able...
That was... Oh, right.
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance.
We're not taking sides.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimony.
Huh?
You are mortals and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of... I'll say it like it is.
Well, you've got a point. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect...
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti... Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of... How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each
Favor? But, wait, that's right. Greeting...
All right. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Well then, may we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person. So, what should we give to Ningguang when... Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing... Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super... Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But Paimon's sure that we just need to make it with some boom shot. Let's go gather ingredients! Time waits for no one, and... Look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! And very delicious! That's the one!
Nice and spiced! Inadmissible evidence!
Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from those ruins. Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have...
There's no end to
Motion to repel! Incoming!
Disappear! You're open!
Boom! Cut to the chase! Don't blink! Hey!
You're open! Done.
Incoming!
You're open!
Thank you.
Aw, it was nothing. No...
I understand. Don't say that. I only escaped this. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing Jewelry in Liyue Harbor. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, very...
Wait a moment. Actually...
Oh? And what might that...
Do you have a box that can store presents? We'd like a pretty one. The kind that you can use to store...
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift boxes? At Mingxing Jewelry... Now just give me a moment and I'll let the boss know. You can go see her whenever you require that.
Great! Paimon sugar frosted... Hey there! A guy...
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. If anything were to happen to him, it would be impossible. Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least...
Yep. Hang on a moment.
Sure, please help yourself.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be able to make a great snack. It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime!
Oh, yes. You might want to use these 2 freshly picked flowers as decoration.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put all that we've got into... According to Kochi... Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang. Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering...
Oh no, it's nothing.
I'm glad you like it too. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who, as such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu.
Wait, was Vergoldet one of your...
Just Vergoldet? No, everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole...
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult for... Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. It would be natural to take an interest. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Tevat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and you can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the Seven changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the Seven will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having... That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them, hiding the Exuvia was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, Traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Be at ease, you two.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first.
Ooh! Isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, Traveler? If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching... You'd pick Kuching? I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing... Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends...
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this?
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices! Even just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for! Let's grab one! The biggest one! Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh? Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered... Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of... But research on the Sigil of Permission? Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh. Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust... That's way out of Paimon. Anyway, well, before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the... There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us, too. Eat this! Boom!
You're right there. Frozen
Time for your arraignment! Incinerate! With sword comes shadow.
Let's end this quickly! Flash Frost!
Boom boom! At the frying pan,
You're not going Cooked
speed of light! Incinerate! Nice and spicy!
this first. Let's end this quickly! Harden
Motion to compel! Hey, nowhere to hide!
This isn't good.
Terra Smash! Yeah!
Boom boom! Hey! Wrap up the flame!
This is trouble.
Yeah!
Boba, get them! Incoming!
Use this
Good.
first. Some quiet. Shouldn't get careless.
Quick!
Cut to the chase!
Toxifying heat!
Hey!
You need to hurry up! This
Motion
was
to
well
commit.
done!
Terra Smash!
Fuel's clogged!
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. What are they? Paimon's seen this pattern before. Oh, Paimon knows. It looks just like... But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission and being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew. And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child. That's... Alright, that's enough sticking around. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour. Let's go!
Right on time. I myself own. Did you enjoy your visit to the gym?
It was so big and pretty and
Indeed. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
she's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is...
Oh. So you also met with Keqing then?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth...
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up...
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important?
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered...
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of...
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping...
No. Those lilies. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides. Of course, there are some wild glaze lilies have this, but I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them. Sing.
So how good is your singing? Really?
We'll only know once he's...
It's time to sing, whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue? Don't blink! Boom boom! Inadmissible evidence!
Terra Smash!
With sword comes shadow.
To dust!
Incoming! Hey! Incinerate! Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal...
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be...
Unfortunately, no.
That's so late. Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies? Oh, hey! It's... What's her face? Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to... Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to... Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did. Nope. We found the way on our own. Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell... She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her... Oh, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy... Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the wind... Oh, sorry. No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my... When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago.
So what do you think of this?
Huh? This... As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex, but as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Huh? Did you just say... Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. Well, let's save that conversation for an... I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found.
We dare not.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily? Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. Wow, so you really know... No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, if you would excuse me, I should return to my work.
And that just about does it. Our preparation, given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think...
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him
I've had enough Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, so you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, The wear and tear on your heart may go...
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to... However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in...
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui...
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng funeral parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the...
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng funeral parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control. Consider your next course of action carefully, traveler. If you're trying to prevent an...
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite... So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the feet? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see though, he must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching. Well, where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?